Hello and welcome, baseball fans. We are in Week 7 of BBL Season 8, and tonight I am playing with my second team, the Atlanta Royals, who are currently on a 2-game winning streak. Now at 2-4 after a solid win against the Orioles and a very tight win against the Expos. Today, we are in only our second divisional match of the season, squaring off against the closest division rival in terms of record, the Atlanta Braves, coached by Nate Tastic. Nate had a bit of a tough time last season with the Braves, but he has done a pretty good job of bounding back so far this season. 3 very good performances from his team. So definitely more of a force to be reckoned with this season. And this is an away game played at their home field of Steele Stadium. For the predictions for this game, this was pretty soundly predicted to be in favor of the Braves. Only 2 people picked the Royals to win this matchup, Silver Bullet and JY Knight. Everybody else thinks the Braves are going to win this one. There's no bonus picks at stake for this match, though, and nobody, neither JY nor Silver Bullet chose the Royals as their upset, and nobody locked anybody to win either. So pretty pedestrian on that front. As for my thought on how this game is going to go, I think that this is going to be a win for the Braves as well, because they've been doing well lately. I lose the advantage of playing at my home field, where they would have a tougher time against my defense, and I don't think Steele is a field that really is going to benefit me all that much. I only have 3 power hitters on my team. I'm not immediately sure about the Braves, how much they have on their squad, but probably this matchup favors them more than it favors me. So that's my thinking heading into the game. Obviously, we're going to make our best go of it. Let's pop into the game itself then. Other thing about this game is this is the final game before the All-Star break, so there is an All-Star team spot at stake. And unlike my other team, the Melonheads, it's pretty wide open right now for the Royals. Nobody's been really standing out as a great player. Doesn't help that we have only 7 extra base hits all season so far. But yeah, this is decently wide open. Keisha Phillips currently the front runner, just by virtue of having the highest batting average on the team. Wing Quan is very close behind though. If one of my lesser players, if one of my players that's a bit lower down has a great day, they might get the spot just by virtue of that. Chucky Flinder has been bad at the plate, but he's been amazing on the mound, so he has a shot. Pretty much the only players I'd rule out right away here, probably not Scotty. He's probably a bit too low. Molly May, same. And Julie Dunkel is definitely not going to be my all-star just because she's been underperforming so horribly. For being the first-round draft pick, that sort of numbers is just unforgivably bad as far as getting an all-star spot. So, big game for one player here could put them very well on my all-star team, so that will be something to watch out for. Go ahead and pop in and check the good and bad days. And my game crashed. Great start. One moment, please, while I resurrect it. We also will have a live result tonight on the stream, as Nate Tastic has already played. So that's something to look forward to as well. Normally, I play before my opponents, but this time Nate Tastic has already gotten his game in, so that will be fun. Alright, here we go. Game's back up and running. We'll take a look at good and bad days. Julie Dunkel having a bad day, which is not going to help me at all. It's not disastrous, though. She still has 8 running, which is pretty solid. She's just not going to be as useful as she otherwise would be. And she's mostly just been useful as far as her speed this season, so that's not a great sign. As far as everybody else, looks like... Ooh! Alright, a big batting boost for Lena. She's at 10 batting, so that could be interesting as well. Let's go ahead and set my lineup and stuff before I look at the other side. Fielding's going to be a bit different, I think, as Julie normally plays center because I need the range there. I think I'll go ahead and put her in... Right field seems to work well for this setup, because everyone else I like in the positions where they are. Bit more range in right field, bit more useful there. Chad is fine for center. Do I want to rearrange my lineup at all is the other question. which would mostly be to put Lena in a better position. But I don't think so. I mean, because who knows how good the batting boost is actually going to turn out to be. Oftentimes, those don't have that much of an effect for me, and there's not a great way, I don't think, to rearrange this lineup to do what I want it to do. So I think I'll go ahead and leave that be. As for the Braves, let's scout them out. Mikey Thomas with a good day in running, that's no fun. Peggy Heffernan boosts to batting and fielding. And that's about it there. So I haven't taken much of a look at this defense before. And I'm not sure what to expect, honestly. They have Kirkos behind the plate, so that means I won't be stealing any bases, not with Julie nerfed. Goodrow's good at third. Left side of the infield is strong. Right side of the infield is also strong, actually, with Whitney. Conine the only real weak spot, and maybe Hoskins. Outfield is a bit weaker. They're not going to get the ball in super quickly. So if I do get some deep drives, maybe that'll help them be more effective. Maybe. We'll see. There are a lot of bats on this team, I'm noticing, though, which confirms my suspicion that this matchup does favor the Braves more than it favors me. Anyway, with all that out of the way, let's dive in and see how well we can do today. Keisha Phillips leading off. Current front runner for the All-Star spot, simply by virtue of having the most hits on the team, and not woefully underperforming. Swings at the first pitch, which is usually not a good idea, but is able to get away with it this time with a quick and easy single into center. Bringing up Wing Quan. Now I have to decide whether to go for the grounder and hope that Goodrow doesn't get it really quickly, or go for the line drive and just try to nail it into the gap. We're going to try grounder here and see what we can do. Maybe not. If I hit the grounder to this side of the field, then it's guaranteed to end poorly, so line drive instead. Hope for the best. And I figured out too late that was going to be just barely in the strike zone. Couldn't shift as much as I wanted to. Messed up on the swing, so Wing is out number 1. Bringing up Chucky Flinder. That was just plain old bad play on my part. Chucky with some nice pop there. Whitney moving over to it. Drops it, but Mikey catches it off of her. So, nice hit by Chucky, but to no avail. That is going to be caught for out number 2. Julie Dunkel is up. Has 1 extra base hit in the first 6 games, despite her, I believe, 100 power rating. So there's that. We'll see if she can get a good hit here and get something going, or if this will just be a quiet first inning. Hoskins it is. Pitching around her, though. Takes 3 straight. And Julie is not going to be getting the big hit here. She is walked on 4 pitches. Not too much you can do about that one. Alright, 2 on then, 2 out. And Scotty Roth is a hitter. Try to poke a grounder into the exact perfect part of the field to get everybody on safely. Ooh, a big freeze. If I'd realized what that was in time, I might have really gone for it, but that probably would have been a bad idea. And Kirkus is going up to get it, going for the easy play at first, and she's able to make it. Not a good situation for my team, couldn't get too much done there, and so we are done in the first inning with no score. Not a great start to the game. My best chance to bat a run got walked, and then honestly just a really tough situation there with Scotty. Maybe should have gone for line drive and not done grounder. In any case, Whitney Singh leading off for the Braves as Chucky goes for a 3rd straight great pitching performance. This time messed up by Keisha Phillips, deliberately playing back apparently. One-hopping the ball instead of getting under it to catch it. So, base hit to start off the game. Pamela Kirkos, a hitter. Solid liner up there. Straight to Vincent, who drops it. Everybody is safe, and so far, my team appears to be just throwing this game. 2 up, 2 on. And Marcellus Marks is the hitter. Yeah, this is trouble. This is trouble. Solidly hit, but that's not going to be a home run at least. Still in the gap nicely. Wing trying to relay it through Chad. Succeeds, going for the play at third. We are able to get her at third. RBI double by Marcellus, but we did get 1 out at least. And this game has quickly turned ugly. It might be difficult for us to even beat the AI tonight. Fast runner on second, only 1 out. Mikey Thomas a hitter. Probably Peggy and her batting boost on deck. And the Royals offense doing nothing so far. Fouls 1 off. It is 1 and 2. Takes ball 2. Chucky having a harder time than normal here. And that is gone. GG Nate-tastic, I think you win this game. There's not much that could possibly have been done about that. No chance for Ace Wilson for Chucky now, I don't think, because he gave up some runs earlier in the season in 3 in 1 game. This league is not forgiving enough for that to be feasible. Peggy with a grounder, and I would have scored, given up no runs at all, actually, if it hadn't been for those errors at the beginning of the inning. And a good throw now to the hitter. And lines 1 into the gap. Chad going for the relay through Scotty, and it is on time for the 3rd out. Alright, time to see if the Royals can accomplish anything in the 2nd inning. All our fast players have already gone around. Weren't able to get anything scored. Let's see what Vincent Sweet can do. Vincent has had a mostly unremarkable season, but 1 very high-profile play as he hit a 2-run home run against the Orioles 2 weeks ago. A plain old clean, no-doubter, straight to left. In an electrifying inning. Take strike 2, it is now 1 and 2 to count. And that one was high. I think Vincent is able to put the bat on the ball. Running as fast as he can, and Conine has to get off the bag in order to field it, which means Vincent is able to make it to first safely. Way to run it out and turn it out into a base hit. That brings up Molly May. Has not been having a great season, just hasn't been able to connect properly. Let's see if here at Steele she can do a bit better. Stakes are especially high at the moment, actually, because if she hits just like a lame grounder instead, then that's going to be an easy double play for the Braves. Dominique, once again, man, unsportsmanlike here and just pitching around my hitters instead of giving them the chance to actually hit. There, she puts the bat on the ball. Looks like, is that gonna? No, it's gonna go just short here. Fly out to center. Vincent is able to tag up. Barely misses a fence. That is out number 1. Lena Eng now the hitter. We're gonna go for power and hope for the best from this batting boost. Swing at the first pitch, which turned out to be a big mistake. Pamela drops it. Vincent run into a second and is able to make it safely. Safe on errors, but should have waited for a meteor pitch instead of swinging at the first one I saw. That's one big problem I tend to have with batting boosts is that I get over-eager and swing at not-so-good pitches, which helps to put them to waste, if they're actually any good. Chad Capel now the hitter. 2 on, 1 out. Keisha Phillips on deck. Potentially good situation here, but we do need to decent hit from Chad that doesn't result in a double play. Dominic having some trouble hitting the strike zone here. Looks like that's going to be 3-0 to start the at-bat. In this case, a walk would be very welcome. Gonna take that one, which is strike one. Dominic up to 25 pitches already. It's only the second inning. That's gonna be... No, that's his ball for us. I was gonna say that's gonna be strike two, but nope. Chad is able to successfully draw the walk, so clutch situation here. Can Keisha Phillips deliver? If she does, I think it's an all-star spot guaranteed. We are going power and going for one over the center field fence here. Let's see if we can get it. Nasty corner pitch for strike one. Is Dominic going to suddenly become an amazing pitcher as soon as it gets to be a clutch situation? Maybe. 0-2 already. With two super nasty pitches. Considering swapping to line drive, but we need the big hit here if we can possibly get it. And it's low. Causes Keisha to chase. Strikes out. And there goes our rally. Wayne Kwan is up, but it would take a miracle for him to get everybody on safely. Does not have power. Had the clutch situation, but some great pitching by Dominic there with the first two pitches. Freaked me out. I think if I'd had more, if I'd been thinking about it more, I would have known that was going low. I had an idea when I actually swung that might be the case, but bad situation, and so get the strikeout, as has been the case in almost any clutch situation this season for the Royals. Not able to deliver. So we need a miracle to get any runs out of this particular rally. 2-2 the count, though. Wing going for the base on foul balls. He's not going to get it. That is going to be easy prey. For the third out, Wing is out at first. And Royals get 3 on, but score no runs in the second. It is still 3-0 Braves. Very unfortunate. Jeff Conine now up for the Braves. Had a chance at resurrecting the game there if Keisha had managed to hit a home run, but suddenly Dominic got good at pitching again. And that was that. It does get very discouraging, though, when almost any big clutch situation gets squandered. This coming off last week where Julie had 2 different chances for 3-run home runs and squandered both of them. Royals are good at putting rallies together, but when it's time for the big hitters to deliver, they just have trouble. So Chucky strikes Jeff Conine out, his first strikeout of the game. He's finally getting things back under control. Got a much-needed more juice here for future use. And his clone, Barbara Jones, is now up. Will she put up a cloned performance of that? Nope. Able to put this one in play. Chucky just drops that one, but Lena is able to recover safely. Keisha gets a slightly wild throw for the second out. Dominic Hoskins now the hitter. Which, just gonna say, it's awfully strange that this isn't Ivan King playing here on the Braves. And swing and a miss for strike 3. Hoskins is out. And we are out of the second with no damage done. The third might be a different story, but we will get there when we get there. Going into the third inning now, and the Royals are hoping to finally get something going to score some runs here. Chucky is leading off. Actually has the lowest batting average on the Royals. Although that makes some sense since he is my 9th rounder. He has been making up for it for the most part, though, with his pitching. Having a rough time of it today, unfortunately. But as tends to be the case in this game, a lot of that isn't really his fault. Takes 3 straight balls. Dominic once again having trouble hitting the strike zone. He's good when he needs to be, but otherwise, yeah. Takes strike 1, and looks like this is going to be another base on balls. Dominic's 3rd walk of the game. Puts a runner on first to start the inning. Julie Dunkel is up. Let's see if she can deliver. Drew a 4-pitch walk last time. Hoskins didn't even give a chance for her to accomplish anything. Hopefully, that will not happen here. Good looking pitch on the first one, but foul ball. That's going to be low for ball 1, 1-1. Hoskins is not pitching very well today. Let's just leave it at that. Low for ball 2. And low and outside for ball 3. It's 3-1 on Dunkel. Is this going to be another Julie Dunkel walk? Hoskins continuing to taunt me. Alright, fouls off. What would have been strike 2? When it's not a ball, it's foul. And that is going to be ball 4. A couple good chances. Julie couldn't put it in play, and so we have to be content with the walk. Brings up Scotty Roth, who's in a difficult situation. That is Hoskins' 4th walk in 3 innings, by the way. Roth is in a tough situation, doesn't have a great bat, but there's no good places to put the ball in this infield, especially with Chucky needing to put it to third. Hoskins is a weak fielder, but it's going to be tough to get in the sweet spot for even Chucky to be safe. And suddenly, once again, becoming a beast on pitching. And pops one over towards first. Ooh, that's actually perfectly placed. Maybe. And yep, Jones just throws it in towards first. Everybody is safe. A perfectly placed hit by Scotty Roth for the single. Loading up the bases. Vincent Sweet, the hitter. And Molly May is on deck. Batting boosted Lena Eng in the hole. Here is another shot for the Royals to put something together. Let's see if we can deliver this time. Again, a big, great hit here. Would mean a lot for that All-Star selection. Strike 2. Hoskins not serving up good pitches yet. 1-2 is a count. That actually, I think, was just slightly outside. Vincent fouls it off. Hoskins now at over 50 pitches. Still only the 3rd inning. That, I think, might also have been covering outside. That is going to be an infield fly from Vincent Sweet. No double play, so I'm happy. Molly May now the hitter, with the bases loaded. Good situation for potential. We'll see if she can deliver on it. Almost hit one out in the 2nd inning, but unfortunately it went just short. Low strike. I don't think that one would have been hit well if I had swung. 1-1 is a count. And sharp line drive. One hopped. And no. This is just... Load up the bases once again. Molly May lines into a double play. And Royals once again scoring nothing, and it's going to be a lot worse than 3-0 probably by the time this inning is over. This is the number one issue that the Royals are having, is the power hitters just cannot deliver. Molly has had, I think, 1, maybe 2 home runs the entire season, and otherwise nothing. Julie, a single home run, and that's it. Keisha has only had a couple of extra base hits. So yeah, just same story as I had last season with my Melonheads that were so bad. It's just, I don't have a lot of hitters, and the hitters I do have aren't hitting. And so I'm able to put together rallies, but can't keep them going enough to score, because, yeah. Anyway, 1 out, and now Kirkos with a grounder, and Keisha not covering the bag. This is going to be a disaster. Runner on base. Let the bloodletting commence. Marcellus Marks is a hitter. And goes for a regular bunt. Okay. Lena guns him out at first. Unfortunately, no double play chance. Bunt went too far, but did get 1 out, which is a 2nd out. Mikey Thomas now hit a home run in the 1st inning. What will he choose to do here? Can Chucky manage to put together yet another miracle on the mound? And line drive just barely scrapes a wall. Wing having trouble keeping it down and flubs the throw, and so we have no chance there. Good throw there, and we could have gunned Kirkos out at home, but Wing flubs the throw, and that is that. Braves score another run. It's now 4-0. Peggy Heffernan is the hitter. Peggy with another screamer. Julie has the ball, is throwing it in. That is going to be held to a single. Runners on the corners, still 2 outs, and a good row now the hitter. If they have another screamer, then, well, R.I.P. me. Utter disaster of a game for the Royals here as we enter the All-Star break. It is another screamer. I never get 3 power-ups in one go this season. The AI will, though. It is now 5-0 Braves. Another error by Vincent is actually a blessing in disguise here. Able to get Peggy at third and finally end the inning. Braves are up 5-0. Lena Ng is the hitter. Hoskins, I think, has been pitching way worse than Chucky, but one of these teams is better hitting than the other. Lena going for something big to start the inning off and gets it. Home run off the truck, and Royals are finally on the board. At least we will not be shut out. Still need to pull out at least 4 more runs, though, and that is going to be a difficult task indeed. 434 feet, that one. Good start to the inning by Lena. The batting boost for once is paying off. Chad Capel now the hitter. Let's see if we can pull off this miracle here and beat the AI. I'm sure the Braves probably have gotten in the double digits in this game, so it doesn't matter what I do at this point here as far as the overall matchup, but if we can pull out this rally and beat the AI, that will be epic enough of a tale on its own. Suddenly, Hoskins is a master of pitching the ball in the strike zone. 3 straight strikes. Capella is able to foul the second 2 off, though. Ball 1. Somewhat amazing that Dominic's still on the mound. Ball 2. He hasn't given up any runs, though, until that last hit, so I think that helps a lot. Usually, if the AI is managing to prevent the player from scoring, that does a lot for keeping their pitchers on the mound. And Chad finally puts bat on the ball. Capel bonks into Goodrow, but she's still able to gun him out, just barely out for the first out. And Keisha Phillips is here. Gonna go ahead and swing for power here because at this point I cannot trust this team to bat anybody in. And Keisha has a decent chance of hitting one to center. Ironically, Dominic bumping into Goodrow on that one might have been a bad thing for me because it stopped stopped him from fielding the ball. Dominic wouldn't have made the throw. In any case, Keisha able to line a sharp one into right for a clean double. Wing gonna go for the grounder here and hope to hit it into Dominic's territory. Dominic not providing very good mound defense here. And hit just a bit too hard. Gets past Dominic. Ooh, well, Mikey's got it, but not in time. Wing is safe with a single. 2 on, 1 out. Chucky Flinder now the hitter. And I'm going to go for the sacrifice grounder here. Regular hits 2 high chance for one of these 2 being out at second or third, and then easy out at first for Chucky. So, going to go for the sack grounder or walk here. Take strike 1. Julie Dunkel on deck, who is 0 for 0 today with 2 walks. This one is going to be low for ball 2. We'll see if we can get Dominic to give up his 5th walk of the game. Chucky's great vision is going to certainly be helpful for that. That is ball 3. 3-1 is the count. This would be the perfect time for a walk, honestly. And it's inside, and it's a full count on Flinder. And that is going to be inside, ball 4. Chucky draws a walk. A clutch walk. Prevents any double play there and loads up the bases. Julie Dunkel now the hitter. Can she deliver in a big way for the first time all season? Let's find out. Dominic has given up 5 walks this game, which is indeed pretty ridiculous. Julie takes ball 1. And Marcellus Marks is coming onto the mound. That should be interesting. We should be able to tire him out, and in related news, that makes left field a huge black hole there with a tired Dominic playing there. Dominic is not a good fielder. All sorts of potential with that situation. Oof, nasty strike there by Marcellus. It's now 2-2, gonna have to swing line drive here. Solid drive here by Julie is better than a strikeout or an infield fly. Full count. Julie is not gonna... Well, maybe she will. Fouls it off. Still full count. It would be ironically hilarious if Julie managed to get to 0-4-0 with 3 walks. However, this time, hits one into center instead. 1 hop to Peggy. Is able to throw Chucky out at second. Everyone else is safe, though, so counted as an RBI. Fielder's choice for Julie Dunkel. Scotty gonna have to go line drive. Think grounder has an extremely low chance of success in this situation. Take strike 1. Pam is throwing it to second, so no steal. Royals have scored 2 this inning. That's good. Every great comeback has a start. However, it's going to be difficult to get on base here, especially if Dominic was still on the mound. I think I'd have a decent chance with a dinky grounder, but with Marcellus on, that's going to be harder. Ball 2. 2-2 the count. If Scotty can get on, then we have Vincent on deck. So we'll see about that. And grounder, that's going to be easily fielded by Marcellus. Ooh, but flubs the throw to second. Scotty is safe. Julie is safe. Everybody is safe. Bases loaded once again with 2 outs. Vincent Sweet, the hitter. Let's see if he can get us a sweet line drive to batten some runs. Strike 1. 0-1 is a count. Again, a line drive into left is just going to be beautiful for the situation right now with Dominic playing out there. We'll see. That's going to be outside. 1-2 is a count. Vincent can get on base. Molly May is on deck. And that's a pop-up straight to Mikey. Cut for the 3rd out. Once again, out with the bases loaded. Royals have at least 9 runners left on base after 4 innings. Big problem for this team, and unfortunately, just didn't have the setup there. Still, got 2 runs scored. It's now 5-2 Braves. Leaving us just 3 runs behind with 2 innings to go. We'll see if we can still pull this off. Jeff Conine leading off for the Braves in the 4th inning. Chucky could use more juice here. Strikes out Conine looking. Conine, 2nd strikeout. Now see, I don't... So Kiss, you say I've got to change the batting order. What would you change it to? I tried the stacked lineup, and that did not work at all. The top of my lineup didn't accomplish anything. The bottom of my lineup got on base, but because I had all my slow players lined up, nobody could stay on base, and it was just a bunch of fielder's choices at best. Two outs. Hoskins is now up. It's 0-1. 0-2. Well, see, that is what Keisha is doing, though, because she bats right after Lena and Chad. So, I do have my 3 power hitters spaced out specifically to drive in the base path loggers. The problem is just almost all of my team is kids who clog the base paths. Strikeout Dominic, and so that's Braves done. Royals have out-hit the Braves, but have been outscored by 3 runs. Going into the 5th inning, let's see if we can drive a couple more, and Molly May leading off that charge. 0-2. And swings at the first pitch, a promising looking ball, but is instead High pop-up. Marcellus is able to field the ball that is dropped by Pamela. First out. Molly was decent for me when I had her a couple seasons ago, but this season she just has not been able to accomplish much of anything. Lena Egg now up has been putting her hitting boost to good use with a home run and single, and that one is driven deep. Will it stay fair? Yes, it does. Lena with a second solo home run. Should have changed the batting order to have her in position to drive some hitters in. Oh well. Good home run by Lena, though, and down to just 2 runs down for the Royals. 424-foot solo shot by Lena Egg. She's making maybe making a case for her for the All-Star team. Only problem being she's been utterly unremarkable for the other 6 games of the season. Chad Capel now the hitter, with Keisha Phillips on deck. Chad is 0 for 1 today with a walk. And hits one down the third baseline. That's in the gap. Dominic is nowhere close to that ball. Unfortunately, Anna was able to come in and field it, so that will hold Chad to a single. This is one reason why I have Keisha Phillips batting leadoff, so that she can ideally drive in Chad here. Keisha is 2 for 3 with a double and a single. Has a slow runner on first base. This would sure be a great time for a home run. Of course, one thing that has to happen for that is we have to get a decent ball to hit. And Marcellus certainly did not serve that one up with the first pitch. Ball 1, it's 1-1 the count. And strike 2. Gonna go for line drive. I would rather Keisha safe on a fielder's choice than Keisha pops out and leaves Chad on base. And straight to Whitney, who is able to throw Chad out at second. Keisha does get on with the fielder's choice, as I predicted. 2 outs in with 1 on. Wing Quan is up, and we are hoping for some sort of amazing rally here. Swings for that with grounder, goes straight to Goodrow, though, who throws out to second, and it's on time once again. I try using grounder swing, and it bites me in the butt. That's a third out, so Royals are still down by 2 entering the bottom of the 5th inning. Gonna need a big rally. Next inning, we have Chucky, Julie, Scotty, Vincent has 4 hitters coming up there, so we're gonna need some sort of miracle to have any shot. This defense is not kind to players like Chucky and Scotty and Vincent. 1 out, and Pamela Kirkos is a hitter. Kirkos with the bunt. Chucky is able to throw her out at first for the second out. Marcellus Marks is now the hitter. A double and a bunted out. I'm guessing he's somewhat tired out at this point in the game from his stint on the mound. Inside for ball 1. 1-1 is a count. Ground ball up to short. Should be an easy play, and it is. Marks is out, and so Braves are retired without incident. Look at this. 12 hits, but only 3 runs in 5 innings. So much pain for the Royals. All right, 6th inning. It is time for the miracle rally, if it is going to happen. Royals are down by 2. It's our last chance. Chucky Flinder leading off is 0 for 1 today with 2 bases on balls. Marcellus serves up strike 1. All 3 of Chucky, Scotty, and Vincent, I think, have big uphill battles to get on base against this defense. So, we'll see. And nice hit there, but straight to Anna. That's going to be an easy first out. Julie Dunkel is now up. 1 for 1 with a single and 2 walks. Has, as usual, been doing okay at getting on base, but this is Julie Dunkel we're talking about. I expect far bigger things from Julie Dunkel than just getting on base. And low for ball 2, it is 2-0. 2-1 the count. Julie Dunkel has just been drawing so many balls from these pitchers this game. It is insane. First Dominic and now Marcellus. That is strike 2, 2-2. We're going to stick with a power swing here. I kind of need a big bomb if I want any shot. Ball 3. Full count on Dunkel. Full count with 1 out, and going to have to swing at that one to avoid the strikeout. Little grounder up the first base line. Pam is able to throw her out thanks to the bad day. And there are 2 outs. Braves AI about to take this one, unless I get a Mega Miracle. Scotty with a pop-up towards the third base line, but it goes foul. And Marcellus is now done pitching. Gone to my third pitcher despite only scoring 3 runs here. Whitney Singh now on the mound. And it is 0-2. Royals are down to their last strike. And a nasty one by Whitney. Turned out to be a ball. Was able to figure that out and take it successfully. 1-2 the count. Pop-up, but that is once again straight to good row. Going to be an easy third out. And that is that. The Royals are down for the day. Final score, Braves 3, Royals 2. Time to submit that to the bot and see if I got the wildest miracle win ever, or if, much more likely, the Braves clean up. Results are in. The Braves won 7 to -2. +7 for the Braves, and to be fair, I probably would not have been able to beat that in any case. It would have been a very, very big miracle if the Royals had managed to score 8 runs or more on the game. So we did not. Another rough game for the Royals here. Again, this is just like my melon heads from last season all over again. Having trouble scoring because I don't have many hitters, and the hitters I have can't hit when it really counts. So, yeah, just kind of rough. Alright, as for the stats for this game, player of the game, without question, Lena Ang, 3 for 3. Hit 2 home runs for 2 of the 3 runs I scored in this game. Nobody else was able to deliver in a big way here. Chucky even had a tough time on the mound, giving up 5 runs thanks to some errors from his team and a bunch of screaming line drives. On the season now, Chucky has actually allowed 9 runs, so that's not great. Worse ERA than 1. He has struck out 57 at the halfway point, but ultimately he's had a couple great games, but I don't think it's enough to justify an all-star spot. So the big question, who is the Royals all-star going to be for this season? And I think it's down to either Keisha for just being the most all-around okay hitter, or Lena for having 3 home runs, decent average, not having as high expectations of Keisha, and being in a big way for this game. I think, I'm not going to submit my all-star right now, but I think it's going to be Keisha Phillips, just because she's been the most all-around decent player, hitter, and fielder on the team. So, in an absence of any true stars or kids that have really stuck out in a great way this season, that's going to be it. In the meantime, next week is the All-Star break. Coming up on the flip side, we have another divisional matchup where we'll be going to Cement Gardens to take on El Chris Blanco and the Fishes. See you then. Until then, thanks for watching, everyone.